All right. Now we move on to stocks that have multiple classes, and that, of course, is like the Goog and Google. But here they are. Where are we? Here it's explicit in some of the names of the stocks. Okay, so examples are, well, there's a choice by the data vendor, as I said earlier, of what to use for the symbol when they're actually explicitly putting the Class A and Class B stocks in the symbol itself. So let's investigate those ones.
Roger, question. Question about it. So when you said that the Google has 3 classes of stocks, you mentioned that Class A has symbols GOG, and do you mind scrolling up to the top of your file?
Yeah.
Yes, and the Class B has ticker GOGL. What about Class C?
Class C is owned by Sergey Brin and Larry Page entirely and doesn't trade.
Ah, good point. Thank you.
So let's just look at these symbols. So these are the ones that we've found that have the class symbols on them, or without the class. So basically we're looking for a period in the symbols, and yeah. So we'll examine the same ones again. Now let's just see what happens here. Okay, again. I seem to have made the same mistake again. Nope. Okay, I trust these notebooks will work for you. Can someone just check? Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm using the pass by reference. I should have made the copy. I won't do that right here. We have plenty else to continue with, I believe. So basically, we again go through the process of examining each of the pairs, and because we don't want the duplicate data, we decide using the charts and, in fact, the daily volumes, and there are significant differences here. For example, you get clear winners in the volumes of the different ones. So there's clearly some of them are trading at a much lower rate than the others. So that's one reason why you choose it, and others are that you'll have more data because the classes were introduced later, and so on. So the upshot here is that we end up removing BF.A, HEI.A, and LEN.B. So going back to the slide itself, all right, I think I'll answer some of these here, right? Why should we choose only one? For the reason that Ernie mentioned earlier, that you'll suddenly get twice the profit if that's essentially the stock you select. Your algorithm is, if your algorithm is looking for the best performer, they'll both be the same essentially, and it will end up, one of the consequences is that you're probably overweighted in that stock, and so it's a higher risk. So we chose the classes to keep on for various reasons. Most of the reasons were that there was significantly more volume in one of them than the other. So when should we retain all classes? When we looked at the charts, which helped tremendously, you'll see significant differences in the volume, and we basically plot the volumes on the chart. And what we'll see is that some of the stocks just trade significantly more than others, so much more liquid, and so that's the instrument to use.
Right, volume is the key.
Yes.